What's the strangest family member everyone talks around but never talks about directly? For context, I've always noticed how everyone gets super tense whenever Aunt Alana is mentioned or shows up at family gatherings. She's my dad's older sister, and there's like this unspoken rule that we don't talk about certain things around her or ask her certain questions. Growing up, I just thought maybe she was super sensitive or had depression or something, but the way everyone acts is way too strange for it to be just that. Whenever she visits, which is rare, maybe once every 2 to 3 years, my parents start acting so weird like a week before. My mom deep cleans the entire house, rearranges furniture, and hides certain family photos. My dad gets all quiet and starts drinking more than usual. And they both give me and my brother this weird lecture about being respectful and not bringing up the past, even though they never explain what past we're not supposed to bring up. The last time she visited before this weekend was at my cousin Edwin's graduation party 3 years ago. Everyone was having a good time until Uncle Roland made some joke about how Edwin's girlfriend looked like someone from the family, and the entire room went silent. My Aunt Alana just got up and left without saying anything. No one went after her. No one explained why that comment was so bad. Everyone just pretended nothing happened and kept eating cake, but the mood was completely ruined. So fast forward to this weekend. My parents were hosting a birthday dinner for my cousin Ember, she's 25, and somehow Aunt Alana agreed to come, which was already surprising because she usually skips these things. My mom spent 3 days cleaning and rearranging stuff. She even took down the family portrait from our living room wall, which was super weird because that photo has been there since I was like 12. When Aunt Alana arrived, I swear the temperature in the room dropped like 10 degrees. Everyone was being polite but so awkward. My dad kept refilling her wine glass like he was trying to get her drunk or something, and my mom kept starting random conversations whenever there was even a second of silence. My brother, he's 19, kept giving me these looks across the table like, WTF is happening, because the tension was unbearable. Then, during dessert, Ember started talking about how she's been using one of those DNA ancestry websites to make a family tree for her anthropology class. The moment she mentioned this, my dad literally choked on his drink, and my mom dropped a spoon so loudly I jumped. Aunt Alana just sat there with this weird smile that didn't reach her eyes at all. Ember kept going, completely oblivious to the tension, about how she found some interesting patterns in our family history, and how she wanted to interview everyone for her project. When she asked Aunt Alana if she'd be willing to talk about the family history from her perspective, my Uncle William practically shouted about needing more ice for the drinks and dragged Ember to the kitchen. I was so confused and honestly kinda angry at this point because I felt like I was the only one not in on some huge family secret. So after dinner, when everyone was in the living room, I decided to follow Aunt Alana when she went outside for some air. She was standing on our back porch just staring at the stars, and I awkwardly asked if she was enjoying the party. She gave me this look that was so sad it actually made my stomach hurt. Then she asked me if I'd ever felt like I didn't belong in my own family. Before I could answer, she said something about how blood isn't always thicker than water, and how some secrets should stay buried. I was about to ask her what she meant when my dad came running outside looking panicked. He tried to act casual, but I could tell he was freaking out that I was alone with Aunt Alana. He made some excuse about my mom needing help with the coffee and practically dragged me back inside. Later that night, after everyone left, I confronted my parents. I told them I was tired of being treated like a child and demanded to know what the big deal was with Aunt Alana. They tried to change the subject at first, but I wouldn't let it go. I said I was going to ask her directly next time if they wouldn't tell me. That's when my mom started crying, and my dad got this look on his face I've never seen before. He told me to sit down, and then dropped the biggest bomb of my life. Turns out Aunt Alana isn't actually my aunt. She's my dad's first wife. Not only that, but she's also Ember's biological mother. Apparently, she had some kind of breakdown after Ember was born and abandoned them both. She signed away her parental rights, and my Uncle William and his wife adopted Ember as a baby. The family agreed to never tell Ember the truth, and to introduce Alana as just an aunt when she eventually came back into their lives years later. Ember has no idea. She literally has been doing a family DNA project, not knowing that the woman she thinks is just a distant aunt is actually her biological mother.